Gunnar Thompson with Oat Specialties here, and today I want to talk about these speed chains. Now in particular we're going to go over the arm chain for this video, but we have several others that really highlight and accentuate any movement pattern in sports. So first, let me tell you, as a strength and conditioning coach, speed chains fire me up because it is the perfect combination of strength and speed, okay? And that equates to power. So anytime that I'm able to have an athlete that can generate speed while generating strength, then I know that the power output is going to be sky high. And as a strength and conditioning coach, our main priority is to make sure that they excel at their sport. It's not necessarily just to lift more weights or to run faster in a 40. It's so that they can play at a high level when they're on the court or on the field. So what the speed chains is that's unique about them is they start out with a really light chain, and that allows for the initial movement to be really, really fast, which is usually in some of the weaker areas of the movement pattern themselves. And then as they get into a stronger area of their movement patterns, the actual chain not only increases the amount of chain that they're exerting force into, but also the chain gets larger. So there's more of an emphasis on strength towards the stronger aspect of the movement pattern. So it follows the strength curve. You'll hear strength and conditioning coaches talk about it all the time. You know, you got to think about the strength curve. And so what they do is they try to program it to where there's a mixture of everything, right? So you have blocks where you focus on strength blocks, and then you have speed blocks, and then you kind of have like this middle ground. Some of them call it the power blocks. Well, you're getting everything with this one device and one movement pattern. You're training the entire strength curve of athleticism. And that's what really excites me about the speed chains. We always get the questions like, what do you have that's new? Well, let me tell you, this isn't necessarily a new product, but we're bringing it back, and we're bringing it back because it has a real purpose in sports. And it can really enhance the athleticism of any athlete, whether that's overhead athletes, rotational athletes, you name it. For years, chains have been used as ways to alter the weight, you know, whether it be in the weight room, you know, they call it accommodating resistance and that sort of thing. This is a type of accommodating resistance. As we get in a stronger area of the movement pattern, the actual resistance becomes stronger. And so from a strength and conditioning coach, I love this product. I'm going to show you a few movement patterns, how it can be utilized. Again, this is particularly the arm chain, but there are so many exercises that you can perform, and there's so, you know, it's really what your imagination will allow. So with that being said, let me just go ahead and show you just a few of them. Now if we want to get into a little bit more sport specific, maybe we want to get and isolate maybe the shoulder a little bit more. Maybe we want to isolate more of the forearm. The possibilities are endless. Now, forgive me for some of those. I haven't played competitive baseball in probably about 7 or 8 years, so definitely a little rusty when it comes to the throwing aspect. But I can tell you, whenever we were in college, we had this in our bullpen, and it was an invaluable tool that we had at our disposal. We did it a lot right after we pitched for recovery. We also did it as part of our training days. It was like a training station for us. And now that I am, CSCS and I am a certified strength and conditioning specialist, I see the value of having this and having the athletes use this device.